Hi there, hope everybody's having a good evening. Just making a video about eBay. Um, I'm certainly not an expert on eBay. I'll put a little disclaimer here. I'm not an expert on eBay. I've not bidded very often on the site and have only won 5 times. But I just thought, gosh, for other novices like myself, it'd be nice to have some tips and some kind of guidelines to go through before you're bidding on an item. Um, so I wrote them down. The first thing is to make sure you have a PayPal account. PayPal. It's linked with eBay, and you can transfer money from an account into PayPal so you can then pay for an item or receive money if you're a seller through eBay. And I'm not going to talk about selling items on eBay because I've never sold an item on eBay and I wouldn't have the first clue of what to do. So, somebody else can make a video about that. I'm just making about a video about novices who are looking to buy stuff on eBay, and it can be so much fun. It can be really cool to find an item that you didn't think was available, or you're looking to get it cheaper, or you don't mind having it used by somebody else. Like a garage sale essentially. Anyway, so once you have a PayPal account and you go onto eBay and you find some items that you're interested in, you want to make sure you add them to your watch list. And you can watch them for a while. I would actually recommend that you watch it through the entire process to see how much it costs. If it's a limited edition item, you might want to jump in right away. If you do that, or if you feel comfortable enough jumping in and bidding on the item, make sure you follow these steps. First of all, write down your maximum amount that you're willing to spend, and under no circumstances exceed that amount. So if you have a cap of $150, 150 pounds, 150 euros, whatever, don't exceed it, because if you exceed it, all hell can break loose and you end up spending twice as much. Secondly, look at the seller's history. The seller who has the item up for bid. Check out the comments, both positive and negative. See, if they're reputable and they're, going by the book, and they deliver the item on time, and they give you responses when you ask questions. Thirdly, determine when the final bidding time is, down to the last second. And the reason you want to do it to the last second is because in that final minute, you can have fast and furious bidding going on. And again, keep in mind that as long as it doesn't exceed your absolute maximum amount, you can bid. But make sure, and this goes into number 4, watch the bidding the last 5 minutes. I mean, seriously, sit yourself down to the computer, get glued to it. Don't have any other windows or browser tabs open. Sit and refresh your browser as need be, because that final minute things can get a little crazy. And I guess really the last one is just to have fun. And I will say, when I was bidding previously on an item, and I did end up not winning the item, I had the seller contact me through email and say, well, the winner of the item, it fell through, which happens. It actually happens pretty often. And they weren't able to pay it and wanted to know if I was still interested in it. And at first I thought, yeah, that's really nice of them. Contacting me through email, yeah. And then I thought, well, gosh, I'm not going to pay what he, bid it. I'm going to pay what I bid it, or even less than that. But then I thought, no, wait. Why is he contacting me through email? So he obviously saw the bidding history, saw that I bidded on it, got my email address, and contacted me. And now we're doing this outside of the confines of eBay, which means if he were to scam me, I wouldn't have any recourse. Meaning, if I transferred money from him, either through PayPal or wired the money to him, I might never receive the item, and I have no recourse because it's not done inside of eBay. So I'm like, no, wait. So I said, I was all writing this nice email saying, okay, yeah, here's what I'm willing to pay, blah blah blah. This is what I'm willing to do. And then I thought, no, stop. I mean, I actually saved it as a draft, and I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I wrote a separate email to him saying, you know, if you want to put it back up for, you know, auction on eBay, I'll make another bid for it, but I'm not going to proceed, you know, without being inside of eBay and bidding on it. That's just not. It's just too risky. So, and you know, I apologized and I said, you know, sorry for the confusion and stuff, but make sure you never, ever, ever buy an item that you were bidding on through eBay outside of eBay. If you don't win it and he contacts you, or you get an email that looks a little shady, don't do it. This seller, as it is, I went back and looked at the history. He had some negative comments and said, and one actually said, is, you know, the whole process seemed a little shady. So I'm so glad that I didn't do it that way. So, you know, take your time afterwards. If you don't win an item, there's no rush. I mean, he's coming to you, but nothing through email unless you're asking him a question about the product during the bidding process. And again, little disclaimer: I'm not claiming to be an expert on this. I'm sure there's a whole, you know, procedure about when you should bid. If you should bid early, then you can have that on your My eBay page, or, you know, bid late, or, you know, I don't know. I found bidding late, meaning the last minute, is the most, you know, beneficial, most productive. But that's, you know, certainly not the complete answer to it. So, no, I just, you know, thought I'd make a video about this. You know, eBay, like I said, can be really fun, especially when you find an item that you haven't, you know, didn't think was available or it was discontinued. So, happy hunting. You know, it's ebay.com. I'm sure there's a site for the UK as well as Europe and Asia. So, you know, happy bidding, good luck. But above all, make sure to be safe. Don't take any unnecessary steps. You know, things can get really crazy. So, peace.